Hello everyone, welcome to my show. I'm Lawrence Edward, and this is Everyone Has One, and this is mine. Here I share my personal opinions and perspectives on people, places and things. I will talk about current events, old events, plus all the whacked-out events happening in Congress and our government in general. With all the uncertainty and craziness happening right now in America and around the world, no doubt about it, I have plenty of opinions. You could say, I'm just that old man in the neighborhood that yells at the kids to get off my grass.
You kids, get off my grass!
I ask the questions people don't always ask and explore the ideas others avoid. I'm not claiming to have all the answers. I just say what I think, and you can decide for yourself whether it makes sense. You don't have to agree with me. New ideas require taking a chance, so what do you really have to lose? Today's topic is part Star Trek and part real life. I'm talking about the Borg, those cold mechanical villains who threatened the Federation of Planets. The Borg, known for their chilling mantra, "We are the Borg. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile." Their power wasn't just military. It was their ability to overwhelm entire cultures, erase individuality, and absorb everything in their path to add to the collective. And this is where I draw a parallel between the Borg and the Islamic movement in America.
We are Islam. Resistance is futile. You will be assimilated.
We are Islam. Resistance is futile. You will be assimilated. I use "we are Islam" to make a point and to wake people up to the fact that Muslim following Sharia teachings could be detrimental to the American culture. I want to be clear. I don't hate Muslims. I'm not against anyone practicing their faith freely. America was built on freedom of speech and freedom of religion. But the Borg represented a danger because of their relentless drive to assimilate and erase individuality. And in both the US and the Federation, the real struggle is defending self-determination and cultural identity. You can't win that with force alone. You win it with resilience, innovation, and holding on to your values. This is the part people think about, but don't say out loud. This includes everyone on both sides of the fence. The Islamic movements challenge the United States in a similar way. Through true concern, propaganda and violence, they try to convince free societies that resistance is futile. But the Federation proved the Borg wrong, and America has to do the same. Our greatest defense isn't just military power. It's refusing to surrender our values, liberty, diversity, democracy. Because giving in to fear does the Borg's work for them, or in this case, the Islam movement. In the US, debates around Islamic immigration echo this fear of assimilation. Critics worry that large waves of immigrants from Muslim countries bring cultural and religious practices that, over time, reshape American traditions. I can't say this loud enough. They do this over time while we become afraid of being Islamophobic. I have to say no to that. In my opinion, there is something to be concerned about. That is the Islamic culture. To them, it feels less like integration and more like cultural replacement, the same way the Borg absorb everything into one identity. For the Federation, survival meant holding on to its principles. For America, the challenge is similar. Stay confident in the values that cannot be changed. The real test is whether resistance truly is futile or whether strength comes from preserving individuality under pressure. My concern is cultural compatibility. Western society is built on individual rights, secular law, free speech, equality before the law. I don't believe that of Islamic culture, especially political or legal ones, align with those principles. For an example, Dearborn, Michigan, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and some Texas cities. There is a large majority of Muslim voters who elect Muslims into local government seats to change laws to match Islamic culture. For instance, the Muslim mayor of Dearborn, Michigan, told a pastor of the town in a town council meeting he was not welcome. This actually happened. Clerics interpret Quranic principles for daily life. offering moral and ethical frameworks for family, business, and personal conduct, even if it goes against American values and the framework of this country. We should be honest about the Islamic culture. In my opinion, from all the things I've seen and read about Islamic migration to the US, it doesn't seem to want to assimilate into the American culture. There are differences between the cultures, and here are 7 of them. 1. Religion and government. Islam traditionally combines religion, law, and governance. Western culture separates church and state. 2. Individual freedom versus community obligation. Islamic cultures emphasize community and conformity. Western cultures emphasize individual liberty. 3. Freedom of speech. Criticism of Islam is restricted in many Muslim-majority countries. Criticism of Christianity is legally protected in the West. 4. Role of women. Traditional Islamic cultures have defined gender roles. Western cultures emphasize legal equality and flexibility. 5. Law and morality. Islamic law is seen as divinely fixed. Western law evolves with society. 6. Conversion. Converting to Islam is encouraged. Leaving it is often punished. Conversion in and out of Christianity is voluntary. 7. Diversity within each group. Islam has Sunni, Sharia, cultural and secular branches. Christianity has Catholic, Protestant, Orthodox and secular cultures. The bottom line, Western Christian-influenced culture is built on individual freedom, free speech, secular law, and personal choice. Traditional Islamic culture emphasizes religious authority, community conformity, sacred law, and social discipline. As you can see, there are differences between the two cultures, and they are wide and deep, and the two shall not meet. I don't think there is enough familiarity for the two religion and cultures to coincide together. This is my opinion on the subject of the Islamic culture in the US. Just to wrap things up, as you can see, there is a lot of diversity within each group, as there is in Christianity. I might be casting a wide net, but I will leave it up to you to make up your own opinions on this subject. I hope you liked the show, and if not, as Spock always said, live long and prosper. I invite you to like, share, and subscribe. Peace be with you.